guys, Rexter here, and welcome to Cooking Companions. It's today's random horror game on the channel, and it's probably going to be a long one, so make sure you guys grab your popcorn. This is a game all about cooking. You might cook some vegetables, you might cook some meat, or you might cook your friends, but you really won't know until you watch this game from beginning to end. So we're going to go and jump in. But before we do, guys, if you enjoy videos like this, go ahead and smash that like button, number one. And number two, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hit new game and check this out. So it says this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? Yes. You know, it's a good thing that they put that, because I was just thinking, when you look at that menu, you almost, if you were a parent, I would buy this game for my kid, thinking it's some friendly cooking game. However, it does have a dark twist, guys. So let's figure out what exactly that is. It says that walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to... Achoo! Oh, she's sneezing. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. Guys, I'm just going to say this early on. This little chinchilla thing is dying by the end of this. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood. Okay. Leave that to me, little guy. That's not nice. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Ha ha ha. Hey, allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. Leave it to a Karen. She's not dead yet, Peep Squeak. Calm down. Not dead yet? Thanks, Natalie. Natalie is his name? I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Natalie knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be most delicious. Why is that folded? Well, certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Natalie? I could figure that out. You can be in the canary coal mine, Natalie. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves, brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Oh my god. Number one is... Natalie! Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again, haha. I'll help Natalie look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Why is she so rude? Why is Karen literally a Karen? Hey, Natalie and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Oh, I'm actually a person. They're talking to me. Everyone's looking at you. Expectantly, you nod. Very excited to try your cooking. All right, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Karen stayed behind. Mariah, Natalie, Gregor. 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Natalie put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. Okay, this is a tutorial. Right-click or hit the escape button. Okay. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit the title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove the progress you've made. Be sure to save. Ooh, okay, that's a good point. Do you have any experience making meals? I am the chef, so I'm gonna say of course. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. This lady is the worst, right? Looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Thanks, Karen. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. Tutorial. You never know what you'll find around the kitchen. Clues, secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? I guess we can check out the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. And Natalie must have put the supply somewhere else. Find the woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs back there. Thankfully, no spiders. The drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. How about the other one? You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. You check the drawers above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. And it is friendly fruit. It's time! Chompets, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry, Raspberry. And Cabbage says nothing. Potato? Potato says, "Urgh. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Where are the Chompets? Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompets recipe. Collect them all and become a 5-star chef. Urgh. You can find the unlock the recipes in main menu under extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplants with sesame and pomegranate, meat free. You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompets, let's move out. What do you mean move out? How are you guys moving? Okay. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Karen's back. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Natalie lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Jesus, here you go. You got the emergency supplies in all caps and highlighted and bolted. I guess it wasn't highlighted. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. Where the heck were the carrots and the celery? 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect! You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, a heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. Hours for some vegetable soup. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Natalie's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Oh, okay. That means he's like hiding the most important details. Mariah spotted it. Here comes Karen to ruin everyone's fun. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Yeah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Alright, guys, from now on, Natalie's voice is sounding like that. 160? I don't know why I sound like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bedroom or something. Bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! I was going to sleep on the couch. That's right. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Natalie, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Natalie, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Ick. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. I'm assuming they liked it. All right, guys, before we even go any further, there's 4 people here, well, including us. Who do you think dies first, if anyone? Go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below now that you guys know the character names. Don't cheat. Don't do it at the end. Do it right now and let's take a guess. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and asked everyone to dig in. All right. I'd be pretty disappointed with some vegetable stew. I'm not going to lie. I'm a meat kind of guy. It's kind of hard to just have some vegetable stew. Oh, wow. This smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. Oh, God. What does she think about it? Oh, no. 2 ... It's bland as heck. Karen. Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. But she winked at me. Could probably use some meat next time. I'm with you on that one, Gregor. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria Vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Okay. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This very well could be the best day you've ever had. You go to the bed stuffed. We literally did nothing but talk to people in the kitchen, make a trashy vegetable soup, and sit down, eat it, and go to bed. That's the best day of our life. We live the most boring life in the history of man. All right, now we're in the living room. Hey, you up? Obviously, I'm like standing right in front of you, Gregor. How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night. I didn't even need a blanket. I don't know if that's a good thing. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Oh my god, Karen. Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here, but you're literally standing up in the living room, Karen. Here comes Natalie. Oh, Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise. Or aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better get started on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor? Did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Ick. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. What the heck is a sorrel? A squirrel? Yeah! If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and the meat, big guy? Natalie's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at very least. Maybe we'll see some more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. I'm kind of with you on that one, Karen. Haha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. Haha. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. So why are we here to begin with? That's one confusing part that I really need some answers to. And another thing is, why they all seem pretty friendly except for Karen. Mariah, Natalie, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer full of chompets to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Ooh, the basement? Oh, the basement. Oh man, the store goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. Trash! We just wasted our choice on a locked door. We're back. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to scare one off. Or scare... What? It's pretty rare to be scared of one? Oh. It's not! Who knew the big guy would be so scared of... Shut up! You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. What the heck is a marmot? Mariah laughed so hard that your ears ring. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheek. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Oh my god. Really? Is that funny? I got plenty of marmot jokes for you, Mariah. Stop, Mariah, from hyperventilating. She's dead. Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. And please explain, big guy. I think a marmot might have snuck into his butt while he was sleeping or something. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Yeah, it definitely went into his butt. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found some wild sorrel. Oh my god. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all the available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leave the boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly, and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place cabbage rolls in a large skillet over the medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Why does he explain literally every step he does? There's the cabbage rolls. You cooked cabbage rolls! That also sounds disgusting. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Natalie looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. What? I thought you wanted meat. You watch intentionally and intently, sorry, as everyone takes the first bite. I'm gonna have to drink an energy drink for this game, man. It's gonna be a long one. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tastes better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? No, I used the blood of every spider in the house, Mariah. It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking this was really something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Not only am I cooking, but I'm doing everyone's dishes. You guys all suck. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. We're really having a good time here. I mean, everyone seems to be getting along. Nobody seems to be murdering each other. I don't seem to, unless... What if I'm the one that's killing people? Good morning, everyone. This is one of those guys you go on vacation with, and he's always the first one up and like doing something loud. It's usually a parent, but Gregor in this case was just walking around and making a bunch of noise and crap until everyone wakes up. Yeah. Oh God, Karen. Again, Gregor. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. We're gonna go look at trout. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. Always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen? There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to be prepared for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And Natalie, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Natalie and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with the certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Out of these two, I mean, Mariah seems more pleasant, but Karen seems like if things go bad, she can help us out. You probably want to get on Karen's good side. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? How am I supposed to know that? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karen with some brief yet dull descriptions of items lying around. Cool. I'll tell, the others later. Karen looks disturbed by her comments. You hear a loud laugh from the other room. Gregor and Natalie come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Did you put the chinchilla in your butt this time, Gregor? Hey! Can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have our route. Let's beat these rain clouds. Why did I get tongue twisted? The group leaves determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What the heck is that noise? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. The chompettes are up to no good. Huh? Radio. What's going on with the radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've ever seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Let's go into the bedroom, seeing as they were just in there. Maybe they left something behind. Or Natalie. Karen's snoring is so loud, she even wakes you up sometimes. Natalie must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Wait, there's a floorboard panel we didn't even inspect. Mariah's back early today. Uh-oh, what's wrong with you? Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Natalie found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers. We don't have enough food. Even with rationing to last, if there's a big storm, we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with the meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Hee hee hee. Mariah will remember that. Okay. The relationship is stronger. Nice. Alright, Mariah, congratulations. You're my girlfriend now. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you can hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Oh god. Not Karen. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Well, confused voices there. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. And we can exit, and we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow. That's awesome. You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountain. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look for the person to person to try and determine who it was. Gotta be Gregor, right? It was definitely Mariah. Mariah. I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Yeah? Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honestly. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. What? Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? The chinchilla that went in Gregor's butt. Dust. Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct! Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. Crush the berries in a smaller mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Yummy. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Ha ha. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Really? I literally made 2 decent meals before. Now you guys just eat bread on jam and you guys all went to sleep happy? You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back. Gregor. And it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in the cold water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back trying to submerge the thing underneath the water, but it won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up to the sky, you feel it leave your back, drifting to the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes, but you don't even have the air in the lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. It was that? Well, that doesn't look like any of our roommates, so there's a demon in the house. Or it was just a dream, just a nightmare. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Just a dream is the achievement we just unlocked. Oh, Gregor, what's wrong with you? Wake up! Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up?
It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud.
Let's just go back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Okay. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and distracting. You don't sleep and wake. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Natalie sounds petrified. Interesting.
I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters.
Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the heck not? That's all he has going for him.
He's also good at chopping wood, though.
Ha ha ha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Natalie's thunder. Natalie, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it?
Couldn't make it past the cover.
Is that right?
Yes.
That bookshelf has got some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust?
How did you arrive at 27% of clearing up tomorrow? It's easy.
Take the time of year, multiply by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain numerology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to... Where? So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Natalie. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. He's really... Imagine he's like... So hard that tears are coming down his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah wraps up her lecture. Oh, finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd.
Mariah, that was awe-inspiring.
You lost me a few minutes in, but that's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Haha.
Yeah.
Natalie turns to you. Anyways,
there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions.
I believe in you.
Me too.
It looks like we've have enough berries left over for bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. Yeah, because we know. Everyone's stranded in the cabin. You need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Oh, God. Well, here goes nothing. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the chompettes. Oh, it's been a while since we talked to these little fellas. Hello, cabbage. Don't worry, as near as the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell him about us. Should see Shrek, little onion. Ugh. Ha ha ha. Are your plans going awry? Okay, really? Good one. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Do you know about how the raspberry and milk were introduced? Oh my God, all these things are telling me jokes. You tell her no. Raspberry milkshake. You let out an audible groan. Okay, we didn't have to be rude to the poor little raspberry. Well, I can imagine it sounded like, ugh. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Haha, it was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette Comedy Competition this year. Of course! Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? I still talk about the closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Oh, we're definitely eating you guys. Potato, I swear to God. Repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Oh my God. Life or death. That's right. Chompettes, move out. Yeah, I can't wait to eat that stupid little cabbage. We should have made the cabbage rolls out of her. Or him, whatever. The Chompettes somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Here she goes. Karen interrupts you as you bring in the food. Took you too long. It took you long enough. Whatever. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Dot, 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 dot. I mean, what's a little mold gonna do? Karen is right. Dot, dot, dot. What the heck is the matter with you? You gripe the knife tightly in your hand. Oh, I think this is enough for 5 of us. I got the knife in my hand, Karen. I don't know if you want to be looking at me. Wait! We can't throw this bread away. That's all we have left. Gregor's right. Natalie, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. I can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Dot, dot, dot. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. Dot, dot, dot. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. What? Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. It should clear up if we just give it a chance. Why is everyone acting so hungry? It hasn't even been a day since they ate last. Natalie, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie. What? I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Yeah, he can read? I believe it. He must be going blind then.
Thanks. I don't know why Karen is making something up like that about me.
You aren't fooling anyone, Natalie. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Who's that with? Gregor? Oh no, Karen hates us. We talked to her, we did not get a heart. Gregor's got a heart, Mariah's got a heart. Good to have someone so positive around. Natalie looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Okay. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Oh no. Hey.
Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that.
And Natalie looks at you with a look of admiration.
See you tomorrow.
Come on, why didn't I get a heart with him? And Natalie looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Natalie will remember that. Ooh, 2 hearts for Natalie. Alright. So I guess we didn't get one with Gregor. We got 2 hearts with Natalie, 1 heart with Mariah. No hearts with the others. Okay. Interesting. You get ready for bed. Put on a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. I mean, I guess they're only eating 1 meal a day, so I guess they are getting pretty hungry if you think about it. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. Yawn. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. Dot dot dot. No. Dot dot dot. It's only for 1 day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. Dot dot. That doesn't make us feel any better, Natalie.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
And he just disappears. Natalie leaves mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom. Gregor in the living room. Mariah in the kitchen. And Natalie in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? I think we need to do something about Karen. I think we need to talk to her. I think we need to get her on our side. Okay. Looks like she's slicing away at a block of wood. I think it was a good choice talking to Karen. Hey, can I let you in on a secret? Dot dot dot. I've actually enjoyed your cooking so far. Others expect me to be rude and mean. So I have to keep that reputation up, right? And have anyone thinking I'm soft. Dot dot. You're not sure where this is coming from. Promise me you'll give me some cooking lessons soon, okay? Dot dot dot. It's not ready yet, but you nod politely. Thank you. You're definitely sure Karen will remember that. Yes, okay, so we got 1 heart with Karen now. This is interesting. So, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm actually enjoying this. I know I was kind of skeptic about like it being a reading game and everything, but it's kind of cool. You make your own choices and decisions. You leave Karen by herself. So I'm assuming there's multiple endings to this game based on your choices. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Yeah, they're all hungry. It makes sense. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. We almost to the end of this nightmare. ... I'm so hungry. Me too. ... You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. And we gotta be super hungry because I don't even think we ate the bread, right? We left it for them. Ooh, that's somebody's stomach. You go to bed with a growling stomach. ... You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. But he keeps smashing his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. Show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake up in a cold sweat. Oh. Okay, that was weird. This is getting weirder for sure. Definitely getting weird. Day 5. Alright. If they don't eat here, somebody's dying. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. ... The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. I don't hear any, like, I hear thunder, but in the distance. I feel like they can go out and still get something. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mariah looks petrified. And we seem like a decent cook, so as nasty as it sounds, I mean, I've never had it, but I feel like you can find frogs in the rain and different things like that to eat. Couldn't sleep. Natalie has bags under his eyes. Actually, she looks worse than he does. This storm is too loud. Aaron looks out of it. Oh, God. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. ... And? Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. ... I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside and the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in the rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? ... I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? ... I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. ... I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha ha ha! Mariah and Natalie go white as a sheet. ... How are we going to find our way back now? Well, our wheel... have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put up eating. The group stares at you. ... It will clear up in no time. ... Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to one area. Can't tell Gregor's putting on a fake optimism. Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Mariah seems like she would probably do the least damage to us, so I think we're going to go talk to Gregor. You know, I think you're going to eat the chompettes first. Oh, he's already in here with them. Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen. But I had to double check. A fool's errand. He found him. I wish everyone was in better spirits. It can't rain forever, right? Rainfall in this area can't last days to weeks. Tell Gregor to stay strong. You know what? Thank you. The group is really thankful for your kindness. Gregor blushes a little bit. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits. But it's obvious you do that much better. Gregor is looking at you fondly. You're sure Gregor will remember that. So we did already have a heart with Gregor. When did we get the first heart with a Natalie? Oh, maybe when it said he'll remember that, and then it said he'll definitely remember that, and that's where we got 2 hearts, I guess. Maybe. The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin. But at least none of it's getting inside. ... You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up, and join the others. What are they doing here? Having a seance? You call everyone together. They all look grim. You got the tension in the room with a knife. Eh? Everyone is staring at you. ... They're expecting the last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone can't take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She Choose each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. I've been there. Have you guys ever ate something that you really like and you don't want it to end, so you just keep chewing it, hoping that, like, you can make it last, but it really doesn't help? Honestly, I don't know if I would even eat that tiny morsel of bread. Well, I guess I've never been, like, super starving. Neither should they, though. It's only been 2 days. Opening his mouth once he finishes each bite, Mariah nibbles in on it slightly. Eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor? Did he pass out? Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. They look kind of sad now. I don't blame them, though. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. See, I still don't understand. Somebody should have went out and got food. It's just logical, I feel like, at this point. Good morning. At least he's still optimistic. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. You can literally hear it. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't that cannot be true. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year. What do you think? It will rain that long? Natalie, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. I don't know how they're being so optimistic. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Who would think, like, getting stuck in a cabin in the woods? Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Natalie in the living room? This is the worst option, I feel like. Let's go speak with Mariah, because we already got 2 hearts on a Natalie. It also seems like the first one everyone would kill. Hey, Mariah looks relieved to see you. That's it. Said hey, and she loved it. Alright, you're welcome, Mariah. Hopefully, you really enjoyed that hey. This game is pretty interesting. I'm actually captivated. It's like reading a good book. An interactive book. How are you holding up? Yeah, we're optimistic. Let's keep that persona. Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. She about to kiss me? I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. You usually have to pick it out of the foods the others make, but you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. Okay, so every time it says remember that, you get another heart. That's what I figured out here. If you guys probably already figured that out a long time ago. You decided to check out the drawer again. Gregor ate all of them. Oh, they're gone. You asked Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouses that created them or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. And you have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'd just get deathly sick if you tried. From the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense of measure of basic survival this week. You knew something like this was happening, right? Never mind. The floodwaters rising in food now. I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starving with you. Oof. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. Oh, thank you, Potato. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus whatever. Got it? For fun, let's try it out here on someone like Mariah. Using Harris-Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she'd need about 1,388 calories daily, but that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all night and day, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that by 1.9. Now she needs 2,000. Oh my god, that's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. ... I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again, okay? Shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. Now I know why the potato does not speak much. It's kind of dark. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starting to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. He's crying. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably had the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No!
Let me go instead. ...
You won't get very far. If anything happens to your glasses, Natalie, you're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, sounds good to me. Karen? His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably be the best climbing trees of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of those options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. Cuts into different measurements. Since we can't come up to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go outside and search for food. Okay, you're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the length of the branches, so you can tell which one is the biggest. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Natalie? Karen? Will it be, Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah! Mariah! It's... okay. I mean, guys, I watched Natalie foraging earlier, so I'll know what to look for. Just swim until you find higher ground, and scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Natalie, and Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. Silence is deafening. Goodbye. It's literally just some water. The door shuts behind her. I mean, if she was doing that here in Florida, I would say probably not a good idea. Water moccasins, alligators, etc., etc. Sharks even, depending on where it's flooding. But come on. You can faintly hear her yell out how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize and the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on the shovel. To sit on a shovel? And then you try pushing it into the oven. Oh my god. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door of the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase through the woods. You're burned chills with the wind. The guest looks behind her and her eyes widen, and when she sees you, she's terrified. Your furry, ripped trees off by the root soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun. As if the magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. I don't think that's a curse word. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake up in a cold sweat. What's up with us and burning? Why is this a common theme in all these dreams? Day 7. I just feel like it's a little overdramatic. Like, we stopped eating on what day? Technically on day 4, we had a little sliver of bread. That was day 5. This is overdramatic. Everyone's crying. Well, Natalie's crying. Good morning. You think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? But what do we do now? Just wait? Karen? How long? It's almost been a day since she's left. Natalie and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go out and look for her. We need to wait for Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before we get back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Why aren't they eating the mice? They've been seeing mice, Karen. I'm sure Natalie will agree, but we'll discuss the next options when we get to it. Everyone waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are invulnerably shaky. Gregor and Natalie just nod in agreement. I don't even need her to elaborate. I'm sure Mariah will come back. She promised. Everyone retreats into their areas. If they have been seeing mice, I don't know why they're not eating them. What do you want to do today? Oh. Do we have any? Yeah, we have 2 with Gregor. We need 2 with Karen to make everyone 2. And then probably clear us off the list. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be a Natalie. Last summer, Natalie would watch her swim for the shore. He could have been a lifeguard. Such a good swimmer. She never went under. But if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? Karen seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. He closed the door softly. No! What a waste of time! We didn't even get another heart! I can't stop thinking about the vegetable stew. I'd be fine with bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Ha ha ha. Nobody else laughs. I would kill. Kill. By the way. Underlined. For some vegetables right now. You would too. I'm going to try and get some sleep. Good night. Night. So, I mean, we know the chompettes are there, but we're keeping them alive for whatever reason. Also, the potato said if we eat them, we would die. So I wonder if it's almost like the forbidden fruit kind of thing. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat in a completely different room. In a different room? We're possessed. We're possessed. There's no other way around it. Our character is possessed. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? We don't have an option. Take out a cutlet of meat? Began to cook it in the oven? You cooked meat. Where did we get that? Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... We are looking at you salivating. Take the charred meat off the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. You immediately grab some of the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Huh? Natalie runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. His taste is... Gregor wanders off. Natalie returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Natalie. Natalie takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? I think we should kind of talk to Natalie. Why is he throwing up? You knock on the door first. Natalie? You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. Asked if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. I'm sure Natalie will remember that. You should probably lose a heart for that. Like, yeah. I would be very concerned if I just pulled some meat out of my pocket and I'm cooking it for you guys. And he said it smelled weird. I mean, I've never smelled what human flesh would smell like, but I'd assume it wouldn't smell like... Maybe it would. Never mind. Do you guys think it would smell like... it's on my mind now. Do you guys think it would smell like a regular, like, cow or something? Like beef? You leave a Natalie and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. Wait, do you think it was Mariah? They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. There's no way it was her because we would have had to kill her, but everyone was watching us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments, perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. Okay? You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eyes have been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to the chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so this blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. Why did he have to spit on me? You wake up in a cold spit. Why? Why did he have to spit on me? He's like, it just seems like a little bit extra there. Don't know why there was spit on me. This is interesting. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible, and now it's gone. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? Okay, really, guys? Mariah's dead. This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. It makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Gregor? I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right? Karen? Are we dreaming? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. It's gotten into you, Natalie. Natalie's eyes looking at you, begging. Bring us another slap. Look, his face looks like a butthole. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Natalie? Gregor looks pained at Natalie's words. I think he's right. Please bring us another meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place, cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Natalie creates ripples in the broth using the spoon he isn't eating. I'm sorry for earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Natalie begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. It's just an empty bowl now. Think everyone got possessed by the meat? Karen is staring at you. Right at you. How much more meat is left? You explained how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the heck are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Natalie. Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can indefinitely identify edible plants like you. Please, Natalie. You can swim back after a few hours. ... Gregor is right, Natalie. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah is fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. We need your help, Natalie. That's right, Natalie. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay. No problem, little guy. Okay. This is my thing. You guys see how some of the floodwaters have gone back? I feel like now they could forage a little bit around the cabin. Everyone shuffles off through the rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Oh my god. Hey! Can we please eat you, Onion? Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about a Natalie. He's going to crave some peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please. Don't you trust me? You shake your head. I got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving an unpeeled onion in rooms absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses.
Onion!
That was a lie. I was going to say, wow, that's pretty cool. The fun factoid of that myth. People actually believe it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? Ha 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 ha! There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Ha 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 ha! Anyways, you know what smells like raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since you last bathed, right? You can't remember. I could smell you before I came into the room.
Onion!
Yikes. So, can you stop a Natalie from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It would be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to the cabbage about you. She can be as mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Natalie you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. What? They're made of butter slices so I can skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later. Wait, what? Mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. Fall asleep again, still ravenous. So, I guess if you die anywhere around the cabin, you haunt it. Forever. And then, so, they're ghosts? The cabin, the, what are they called again? You have a strange dream. Fox is collecting payments in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs on the bottom of the sack, then add 6 on chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only thing you had for food, all those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. What kind of dreams? Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. They're gonna get really upset when I tell them he can't go. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Natalie, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Natalie, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Dang. We gotta tell him not to go. We have to. We have to listen to the little onion. Okay. Natalie looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Natalie seems comforted by your presence. Another heart. Okay. So we're good with a Natalie. But Karen's the one with the weapon. Gregor told me he's heard Mariah. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often I can hear her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to hear her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? I have no idea. Wow. You aren't kidding anyone. You're just lying to yourself. Please get away from me. You oblige. It looks like a Natalie will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting. Is that where I got Mariah? I did kill Mariah? What's up, y'all? Natalie, you okay, little guy? Natalie looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Natalie, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Natalie. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheek. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Natalie. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. No, wait. Where's my decision to tell him not to go? Aaron? Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say something to a Natalie? You say nothing. What? That wasn't my decision. I was going to tell him not to go. Goodbye, Natalie. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Natalie has left the cabin. What? That's not even close. It's not even remotely close to what I was going to tell him to do. See you soon, little guy. I guess we all can do this. All we can do now is wait. Good night. Aaron goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor crawls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. What's the truth? Shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. What are we going to dream about this time? You hear a scraping from the floor. What is it now? It's one of the cabettes or whatever they're called. I knew it. Bread! Found you! Ha ha ha. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Ha ha ha. Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now? That's a tree reference, get it? I really don't get anything that this bread says. Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompette meeting and told me to give you their mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes, you nod. Ha ha ha! It's the yeast you can... Okay. You tell the bread that pun didn't make sense. Ha ha ha! On a roll today. I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about the bread told you. Alright. So we knew Karen had the knife, right? You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. Take off the glasses first. Partially cracked. Set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it's soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approach, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Glasses? At night, are we taking over other people's bodies? Were we a Natalie in that case? Uh-oh, you wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? So weird. As one person leaves, we keep finding meat. Interesting. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise for yesterday's events. You decide you cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Aaron runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hand before bringing it into her mouth. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Greg wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. He's crying. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted. But he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in a meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can't think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lay down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor calls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Natalie are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. Took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I've read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? I tell her. I'm the bad guy in this? Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny. But that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. Restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Hi, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. It'll be over soon, Gregor. Ah! Stop! 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 Gregor has turned into silent. Karen? You leave her alone, going into the bedroom, crawling into the bed. Natalie slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. What the heck did she do to Gregor? Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh no. Hi, Karen. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast in the morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Get out of bed and head into the living room. Oh god. Oh god! Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandage him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I had bookmarking in necropsy. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out if you immediately drowned? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Ha ha ha. And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so I'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, I'm going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? Are you disappointed in me? I just let somebody cut off all your arms and legs. Oh, thank you. It means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. And yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walked down to the town inn. I smelled something amazing, coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. I threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. Haha. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bone. What's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Yeah, I'll give you a blanket. Thank you. Much warmer now. I thought he was going to choke me with his one arm. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. Gregor? You watched the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. Okay. What the heck do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen and try to find the other remains. Oh, God. Gregor? You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander. Oh my God. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? Red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something on the rocking chair right now. Watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Why did we give her the knife? Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Rubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Wasn't it in the kitchen? I can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Interesting. Thankfully, there's not too many pieces of cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Behind the woodpile. Actually, there's more behind the woodpile. Quite a few rat droppings. So there's a good collection of cobwebs and rat droppings now. Check it again. Dust is pretty thick back there. Cobwebs, rat droppings, and dust. Should be cleaned. The cauldron. Here's some rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me. Well done. As the leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me, though. So I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up. I'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. Ask Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for another one. We got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. He's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes, find Onion! Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Or the bedroom. Found him! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Today, I'm sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah and Natalie and Gregor. But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I'd probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Onion has joined the party. Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompettes, let's move out. The party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache. And your face is feeling numb. And your legs aren't moving. Oh my god, she got us. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercise for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Dude, we're dying. Bread. You hear Bread come out from the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite Chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me. Oh my god. My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Brad about the gathering of the Chompettes together? That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember that happened last time with Potato? I mean, we all choose to be in that drawer, but this... You're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Red, we need your help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the Chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz I'm coming with. Alright. That's great. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 Chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Snap out of it. I'm waiting for them to be missing. You already ate. We're not good for that. You glutton. Don't eat them, dude. Come on. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. What? You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak about this again. I think I heard her over at the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes, mosey out. Who are they talking about? You have 3 Chompettes in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. Focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement doors. Where is she? Feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You can hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry! Oh wow, it's very nice to see you again, Cabbage! We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh yeah, let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes, let's hide out! All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece, just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? I have a feeling Chompettes are bad. That's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock the basement door. But it was already unlocked. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets. Bring some cutlets up and then we'll have great dinner. Okay. See you soon. Aaron descends in the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? Block out the screams of rage and barging. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. It's like a wooden door, though. I feel like she could easily just smash that down. Oh no, day 13. Is it on a Friday? You slept in today. Pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. Let me guess. We can't move. You must have slept walking to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on the objects around the bathroom to get out more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom? Again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Haha. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit more. You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, Need to conduct the next secret Chompette meeting. Later, you quickly make your escape. That was it? Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. You're not gonna wonder who locked you in the bathroom? The only person who could have done that. If we've locked Karen in the basement. Oh my god. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Imagination again. Karen can still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. What? It can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Spirits move out immediately. Others linger. And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack. Or get you to fall down a flight of stairs. Or cause you to wander into an early demise. A way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window. Something just moved behind that tree. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would have appreciated the good news. But not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. But aren't we keeping it all in the basement? You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. Take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get some extra sleep. Day what? How many years is that? What? Whoa? How many years? I have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake up in a cold sweat. Am I one of the pieces of food items now? Is this another trick or? Good morning. She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get some breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise is coming from the living room. Natalie? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. We know what it is. Are we kidding? Cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... Oh my god. Oh my god! You wake in a cold sweat. Did you guys see that? Peep through the door? Wait, so that was all a dream? We didn't survive all those days? It's raining again. They're taunting you with the dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? Probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. Also might have led to your death. Couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. I mean, I told her I wasn't going to do it. How much more could I have done? You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Where do we go from here? Like, we've pretty much either killed everyone or... You must have woken up too early today. Cabin living room is pitch black. Pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Natalie. First note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. There's something else. There was something else for me to click. Where'd it go? You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get others involved. I've left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please, let her go. You don't have anyone to involve anyone else. Take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. This is weird, man. Day 17. I'm really curious of how this ends now. He slept-walked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Here we go. He's going to tell us something really depressing. Oh, it's you again. Tell me. In that first week with red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? Think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing. You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Haha. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Yes. Tell the potato the secret. Wow. Didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Is that the right thing to tell Potato? Ha ha ha. It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the 3. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Ha ha ha. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for the chompettes, just for me. You heard. Head for the basement door. What is our secret? You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? Go in the door and prepare for the worst. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. What? What? Something is approaching? Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. Put Natalie through heck. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that. Water under the bridge now. Natalie's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to the tricks and the traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine. It wouldn't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Natalie will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. How long are these stairs? The walls down there, dirt and soot. Something is approaching. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels like greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Alright, this one's got to be a Natalie, right? Even though he should be outside. Who is it? Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You're telling Natalie about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try and see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. Can't tell you if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. I'm asking Natalie where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms. Haha. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Natalie leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Hello.
Oh my god. Hello! You've come so far. Proud of you. As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here. Just call out to us and we'll be here. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here. When you yeast expect it, we'll roll with you. Ha ha ha. Can't sneak up on me. Sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry. That was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could have probably grown potatoes. I told a joke. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in the blind. And if you get lost down here later, please, avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened here. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato, but thank you for coming along with us. I wouldn't call it a change of heart, because you really never had one, Potato. You should have rotten down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes, let's help out. Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall, blindly, and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Karen readies the knife. You're going to taste better than Gregor. Should have kept that door locked. Hey, as leader of the Chompettes, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes, help out. That just filled you with hope. Gain 5 HP. Karen lunges at you. You started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen laughs at you. Won't be bursting. Try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. Looks like Karen is planning her next attack. Karen takes a break to study you. Karen readies the knife. You're going to taste better than Gregor. You should have kept that door locked. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Karen lunges at you. Oh, we're gonna die. You start to bleed. Karen laughs. Won't be burying you, Chompettes? Hey, it's me, Onion. I'm crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood, gross. Your eyes begin to water. What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck. And words make you feel a little better, but only a little. Gain 5 HP. This is an ideal time to talk in Chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. Be best to watch out for that knife. I'm gonna talk to them again. I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Teo's words cut pretty deeply. It does make you feel a little better, though. You gain 5 HP. And raise the knife. Come on. Come on, somebody! Secretly everyone's favorite Chompette, but I owe all of this to my cousin Cornbread, Razzle. Point out that Razzle was one of the Onion's relatives. Oh, ha ha ha. It's getting harder and harder to recall any of the long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, ha ha ha. Good luck. Fred, you gain 5 HP. Karen lunges at you. Start to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen laughs at you. Won't be burst. Okay, come on. Raspberry, please. Always Mary Raspberry is a lie. Correct. You nod. Are you going to devour the red-haired woman with you? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? Both know your answer. Let's end this. You feel a flood of emotions from the Chompettes. Anger saddens you. You are determined. Your bones feel quicker. Your reflexes improved. The shot beds have embedded a second wind inside you. You're ready for Karen's knife attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. We did it? Oh. Wait a second. Oh. I knew those chomp beds would come in handy. It's said to keep counting on them. Thank you, Raspberry. You're the best. I want my knife back. Dang, that's a good one. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. What? We let her walk that far? You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The raw of decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downwards, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times at your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of the door frame in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Whoa. Wow. That's dark. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to the cabin by you. She will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to the different rules. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah? Natalie? Gregor? Karen? I'll never forget you. Looking companions. Wait, can I see what I look like? Yeah, that might have been one of the darkest games I've ever played. What a way to end it there, huh? Interesting. I guess we had to have killed the other two, right? I can't take responsibility for at least Gregor because I think Karen did that, and we only killed Karen out of self-defense, so I can't feel bad about those two. The first two, I don't understand how we could have killed them. I know we were sleepwalking, at least that's what Potato said, and we did some horrifying things in the basement. But how could we have killed them when they left? Like, unless when they left and then at night we went and found them and killed them? I'm sorry, I have to sneeze. This whole game has made me very, very confused. Wait. The last person who sneezed was Mariah. And we saw she ended up, so let's pretend I never sneezed there. But, alright guys, I mean, that was Cooking Companions, at least part one of it. If you guys do want to see some more, if you guys want to see me come back and play the rest of the game, get some other endings, do some other options, we could always do that. The unique part about this game is no matter how many people you watch play it, I'm sure everybody makes different choices, and that's kind of fun. So, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate all the love and support. You guys are absolutely amazing, and hopefully we'll come back with some more of this in the near future. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out! But wait, there's more. At least I think there is. After the credits have done rolling, I think we get one more thing here. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest, but it's, you know, we could take a look. ... You hear talking upstairs. Thieves. You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. Oh, crap. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you? It doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? Find out what happens next in the next episode, guys. Peace out.